Hi guys, Vino here and welcome to this OTGV or on the go video. So the main reason for me doing this video and one of the main reasons me starting it now is I'm actually going to be formatting my laptop later on to install Bazite, most likely on it. I haven't quite decided which desktop environment I'm going to go for, whether it's GNOME, KDE, Cinnamon. It might be Cinnamon actually. I really do like Cinnamon. But yeah, basically I'm going to be installing Bazite on my laptop later on, in lieu of my Steam Deck arriving, or me going to collect it next Tuesday. On that note, I've spoken to the seller. They're going to be available between 9:30 and 10:30 in the morning, so I'll be travelling to get it probably early morning, have it early so I can come home and just have the whole day to play with my Steam Deck. And don't worry, there will more than likely be an OTGV of me going to collect the Steam Deck. There's probably going to be quite a few of these throughout this week into next week, because I've really been enjoying making these videos. It's currently coming up for 12 p.m. on Monday the 22nd of April 2024, just to give you that marker. But the reason I'm recording this segment now, I'm on break from work, and I'm not going to be able to record a segment after work because I'm not going to be alone in this room where my laptop is. I mean, I could take the laptop elsewhere, hence it being a laptop, but I'm probably going to spend the time between when I finish work and when my housemate goes to bed backing up everything. I've got a lot of data to back up, a lot of data to delete, and some of it will probably be backed up to my Google Drive, because I've got like 2 terabytes of Google Drive space. So I'll probably back up a load of stuff up to there, and then by the time my housemate normally goes to bed, I'll be ready to format and install Linux Bazite onto my laptop, and I'm going to see how that goes for a week or so. There's a high chance it will go back to Windows at some point, because to be completely honest, when it comes to the compatibility of some elements, when it comes to Linux and Discord and stuff like that, it's not the best. However, I want to give this a go, and I want something to sort of tide me over until I go and get the Steam Deck. There is also a relatively high chance that I'll be installing Bazite on the Steam Deck when it arrives next week. So that's kind of why I'm doing this now, to sort of get to grips with Bazite. I will be installing the Steam Deck version of Bazite on my laptop, so we can sort of get a feel for big picture mode and stuff like that. Probably will be installing EmuDeck on there, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, I will simply just make a image of that, stick it on an SD card, stick it in my Steam Deck, and then, you know, expand that image onto my Steam Deck and then have it on there. Who knows? Haven't quite decided when I'm going to go. How I'm going to go with it. I've actually decided maybe I won't do that, because the way I like to run my Steam Deck, or the way I ran my Steam Deck last time, was I had EmuDeck installed on the Steam Deck itself, but the SD card is where I kept all of the ROMs and stuff like that. In fact, that's the recommendation of the tutorial I followed when I installed EmuDeck on my previous Steam Deck. Because if you put the ROMs internally, it can cause some issues, and it's far easier to navigate to the SD card and just drop them on there. Plus, you can take out the SD card, stick it in anything else, put the ROMs on that way, stick it back into the Steam Deck, and it's a lot easier that way to sort of get hold of ROMs and then put the ROMs on the SD card and run it that way. So that's probably what I'll be doing. I'll probably be installing, you know, Bazite and then EmuDeck. Anyway, but that's the main reason why. Plus, I want to really give EmuDeck a bit of a run for its money. EmuDeck is a really nice bit of software. Yes, I could install it on Windows and stuff like that, but with SteamOS, and Bazite is basically essentially just a more improved version of SteamOS in a weird way. EmuDeck and SteamOS / Bazite, well, SteamOS, they sync together. So we'll see what it looks like with Bazite. And we go from there. But I just wanted to record this intro to what I'll be doing later while I've got the opportunity to do so. Hence why I'm recording this so early in comparison to when I'll be formatting my laptop and installing Bazite on it. I am actually looking forward to this. I've been meaning to do this for quite some time. The reason why I'm doing it now is because last night I got a load of errors on my laptop because the C drive, the main drive, the system drive, is now absolutely full of crap. I've tried to locate where this crap is, basically, and can't find it. I literally can't find where, excuse me, I literally can't find where this crap is. There's like 100 gig worth of crap somewhere on the C drive, and I can't find out where on earth this extra 100 gig is. So I think it's just a good idea just to format and then start anew, start afresh. Anyway, I'll be back much later on, guys, when I'm formatting my laptop. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm not quite sure where the last segment of this video left us off of, but it's currently just gone 3 p.m. on Thursday the 25th of April 2024. So to bring you guys up to speed, I installed Bazite Linux onto my laptop. It functioned well to begin with, but then each time I wanted to reboot my laptop, which of course you need to do quite often, especially when you've just installed an operating system, it wouldn't go back into Bazite. I then found out that somehow, I don't know if I managed to or Bazite did it, managed to install Bazite onto all 3 drives that I have in the laptop. That's both NVMe's, the SSD, and it saw everything as one big conglomerate, one big drive, basically. So it set up some kind of RAID or something on it. I then tried to reboot back into Bazite, even tried the Bazite USB stick I've got here. Nothing. It's not even going back in. So I thought, stuff it. Let's go back to Windows. This is where Windows is. It's not even going into Windows. It won't even load the install medium. So this did happen to my father when he had this laptop before, and I gave the suggestion of unplugging the CMOS battery, letting the CMOS flush, and then trying again. And that's what I'm trying right now. Just letting the CMOS flush, letting it go back to factory defaults, and then see if it works. After that, not the best of moods right now. I've actually taken a half day from work because I'm not feeling the best, to be honest, and I wanted to come home and get this sorted. I'm really hoping that I do come up with some kind of solution to this issue, to this problem. But I will keep you guys updated throughout the day as I am going about this. I'm about to go and get some food because I'm bloody hungry right now, and it'll probably help me feel better. If I'm being honest, starve a fever, feed a cold, as they say. So I'm going to go and get some food, and then I'll see what my laptop is doing after the food. Hi guys, Vina here. So I'm back, and it's been a few days later. It's currently 11:45 or 12:45 on Tuesday the 30th of April 2024, as I'm recording this particular segment to this particular OTGV. So you guys have kind of found out about what's going on with my laptop through some YouTube timey-wimey. And what I mean by that is I first started this OTGV before I recorded that recent TFAC, Time for a Cuppa, so you guys know a bit more about what's going on. Whereas over the course of this OTGV, this started being recorded before that TFAC, and this segment is being recorded after I've recorded and uploaded that TFAC. Long story short, my laptop is now operational. again. So I called the manufacturer of the laptop yesterday, which is PC Specialist. I contacted them in the morning, got through to an individual who was less than useless, to be honest with you. He said he was going to put through my issue through to a second line support queue and then get back in touch with me when he'd done that and completed that. I heard nothing. I spoke to him about 10 o'clock, between 10:30 and 11 in the morning. Thinking off the top of my head, most people here in the UK work 8 to 9 hours shift. So there's me thinking he's going to be finishing his shift about 6 o'clock-ish, maybe even earlier than that if he started earlier. So most people in the UK work 9 till 5. So there's me thinking, surely he's going to contact me by 5 o'clock. Yes, their phone lines don't close till 8, but surely he's not going to be working till 8 o'clock. Well, I decided to call PC Specialist at 7 o'clock last night to find out that that previous advisor I'd spoken to hadn't even left a note on the system, had transferred over nothing, spoken to no one about the situation. However, the person I did speak to last night was absolutely fantastic. He said he'd get an email compiled together from somebody from the second support team. I then followed the instructions from that to reflash the BIOS. It then booted into a Windows 11 USB stick. Then there was one final hitch, which I actually contacted the PC Specialist to get past that particular situation, which they managed to guide me through. Ironically, I actually spoke to the author of the email that we were sent with those very clear instructions to flash the BIOS, and now I have a working laptop back again. I couldn't be happier if I tried. I was really feeling down about it, to be honest with you guys. I actually met up with an ex-colleague today, as I've spoken about many times, to pick up Steam Deck. I now have a Steam Deck once again. There'll be a video on that very shortly. But he even said that yesterday, referring to Monday, that he spent 11 hours that day playing Stellaris with a friend, and there was me like, I think either a friend or a colleague, doesn't really matter, same difference in some situations. If you're playing with a colleague for 11 hours on Stellaris, they're a friend, to be honest. Anyway, and there's me thinking, I'd love to be able to play Stellaris, which is for me primarily a PC-based game. There is obviously console versions of Stellaris nowadays, but there's me going, I'd love to play, I'd love to be able to play Stellaris 11 hours throughout a day, but I don't have a working PC right now. All of that is now in the past. I now have a working PC. I'm extremely happy about it. I have a Steam Deck as well. Extremely happy about that. But between myself and two PC Specialist tech advisors, we've managed to get me a working laptop once again, and I've learnt now to just keep Windows on here rather than try and play around with Linux or anything. I've now got the Steam Deck. If I want to try and install Bazite on the Steam Deck, I have the Steam Deck. Now, I'll try and install it on there at some point, maybe. I've been feeling brave, but right now, I'm just enjoying the laptop. I am now highly considering buying a game called Homeworld 3, which launches on the 13th of May. We'll see how things go financially to see if I can get that. But I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I've gone through many emotions when it comes to this, but thank fuck, to be honest, that we have all of the different bits of equipment we have, from this Dell laptop behind me to more USB sticks than it probably would take to sink a ship. I'm being a bit hyperbolic, but you get what I'm saying. To everything we have access to, the consoles I have access to, so I've been able to entertain myself. In the meantime, played quite a few games of TCM or Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Luke and what have you. So, I'm just sort of thankful for everything that I have in my life at the moment, and I've been able to get through this. I'm starving right now. I've just realised I'm half considering ordering something, although I'll probably have to tell them not to ring the doorbell because there are people in bed right now. We'll see when things go, or maybe I'll just have a sausage sandwich or something to keep me going. I did have a McDonald's earlier, but it decided to come the opposite way back up, unfortunately. That's probably why I'm so hungry right now. Anyway, thought I'd just give you this little end part of this OTGV to say I have a up and running laptop once again, fully reinstalled Windows, nice and fresh, and I've installed Manor Lords. I played that for a couple of hours, really enjoyed it actually, and I'm actually very much considering playing through Homeworld 1 and 2 remastered before Homeworld 3 comes out and going from there. But thank you for coming along with the ride, guys. I've also fixed my chair. My chair's actually a lot sturdier than it was. One of the screws in the back of the chair. I've lost it. I had it earlier. There it is. So this was actually attached to the back of one of the bolts at the back of the chair. This is supposed to be in the chair, and it has like these wings with sharp points on them. So they're supposed to be in the back of the chair, and then you put the bolt through there. Obviously it wasn't doing jack crap, so I took the bolt out of that one, put it into the opposite side, and then tightened it all the way up, and now the chair is as sturdy as it can be. So yeah, very good. Anyway, until next time, guys, please take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.